Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl and today we're going to be breaking down the three-game Counter-Strike slate for tomorrow, March 19th. We are at the beginning of Group C, and just looking off of it now, I believe this group is going to be the one where there's going to be the least amount of value, the least amount of possibilities of making money. Just because most of these favorites are going to be up in this range, because you're going to get Navi is probably going to win the group. Gambit will probably be in second. Fury will probably be in third, and then the rest of them are going to be a clusterfuck of I have no clue. So it's going to be a weird slate nonetheless. We're going to go ahead and jump into it, break down yesterday's Counter-Strike slate, which was a clusterfuck in itself. We're going to go ahead and break down tomorrow's Counter-Strike straight, break down these games. But before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We hit over 500 subscribers. Keep on pushing, posting 2 to 3 to 4 videos a day. I know we got NBA, NHL, Counter-Strike, and college basketball coming out every single day. So just follow us, turn on, hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever we post a video. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and look at yesterday's ugly slate. Unless you guys had all the underdogs. So I'll go ahead and look at my lineup first. I had a 3-stack of Hunter, Nico, and Almanac. I really liked going there. They've been doing really well. And then today they decided, let's go ahead and get swept, which is fantastic. So they already clinched a spot in the playoffs, so they didn't really care. And then Vitality was trying to fight for a playoff spot and got swept. You did not need Zaiwu today at all. It was quite disgusting watching them play. They lost like 15-5 on their own map pick. Come on. I mean, I knew by the time they knew by the time after the map won that they lost, that they were out. So I don't blame them, but something's got to change there. They got to make a switch. Bring back Navarra. Probably take out RPK or Masuda, one of those two, and work it that way. And then when it did not matter, FaZe decided to go ahead and sweep. And so those were two very nice plays. With one of my favorite plays on the day was coldzera. So very happy that worked out nicely. But we did not make money. No, we came way off because that was a ugly slate. Top two lineups were from the same person. 518.25 points, and he had Noak as captain, which was 13% owned, 0.9 at captain. Fantastic. Twist, which had a really good game. Rops, who had a meh game. You could have had coldzera in there and you would have been better. Plopsky, who did pretty well. Frozen, who had a really good game. And then Hampus. Okay. Very interesting lineup. He had a 3-2-1 of the underdogs. $10,000 richer. We'll go look at his second place real quick, which had Twist, Plopsky, Rain, Hampus, Kerrigan, and Noak. So this guy won first and second place, $12,500 richer. Congrats to this guy. But we're going to go ahead and look towards today's slate now. And it's going to be... this slate's going to be difficult. I won't fluff it up. It's not going to be easy. A lot of the players are way overpriced, or you're going to have some dogs in there, which the smallest dog is Cloud9 against Navi, which I'm not really too interested in. I'm going to go off. I like all the favorites tomorrow. It's going to be hard for me to see Gambit lose or Navi lose or Furia lose to Team 1, which a lot of people, this is going to be the first time you're seeing them. Actually, no, we saw them in IEM Katowice. They did not do well. But Team 1 is a Mountain Dew League winner, and that's how they made it through that. So they're an NA team that's not particularly good. Actually, no, they might be Brazilian, but... that shows how much I know about the team. They're just not really a team that I'm going to be interested in going after. No, it doesn't give any information on these guys. But let's go ahead and jump into it now that we know that I'm interested in all of the favorites tomorrow. Let's go ahead and look at some of these prices of some of the players and jump right into it. Let's look at Mibr first, which I will be honest, I think we could use this team as a decent value play. Because out of all three of the games, yes, we just saw Gambit win IEM Katowice. I think this one's the biggest prone to upset. Mibr can be they can be crazy, get on a hot streak very, very easily, and they could easily just run away with this. If it comes down to it, they could even take a map, maybe even win the series. I don't see it happening per se, but if I'm going to go down for value on any of these guys, Yell 6,800 and Cello 6,400 would be the two of them that I'd be interested in. All the other ones are just like meh. Danico, not interested in. All of them are 68 to 6,400. So I mean, you can use any of these guys as like a one-off if you want to try to get some value in there. Other than that, I don't know. On the other side, these guys are priced up to the point where you're not going to get much value out of these guys. Shiro 9,400. You're going to have to make the difficult decision tomorrow because most likely you're not going to be able to get them all in your lineup. You're going to want to go after Shiro. You want to go after Simple, Yuri, Queserado, Axel, Electronic. All of them are very expensive. Even Art's priced up to $7,400. So you got to make that tough decision tomorrow on where you guys want to go with the money. Shiro is definitely going to be... I'm going to say Shiro will be a contrarian play. I have a feeling that Navi's Simple is going to be anywhere 70 to 80% owned. I think Shiro will probably be in the 40s to 50s just because the chances of getting both of those guys in your lineup and being able to work around that and get other decent players and make good moves without having to throw underdogs in your lineup is going to be very difficult. So I think Shiro could be a decent option instead of going after Sybil as a pivot. So going after him, Axel 8,400. Honestly, if I want to go after some, I'd rather go after Queserado. Rather go after Yuri in that price range. Rather go after Electronic at 8K. I think that price is actually quite nice. And then some of the Fury guys that are down low, like Yuri, I'd rather go after them in that range instead. So not really too interested in that. Hobbit, I can't really trust, and I feel like 8,200. There's other players I'd rather go to, and then Nafmi and Interds. Not really interested in those guys. If I'm going after any of them, Shiro is probably my number one. Axel, maybe, if I could fit him in, but not really too interested in going after any of those. Going after the Navi and Cloud9 game, it's going to be to play simple or not to play simple, and I said earlier, 70 to 80% of people will probably be playing simple tomorrow. Electronic, 8K, is going to be another option. I believe Bit is still on Navi. I'm not sure if he's still going to be playing. I know that Vitality benched Navarra, so I'm not sure whether or not Navi is going to keep going with this six-man rotation. If they are, Flamey's not a good option. But if they aren't, Flamey could be a decent spot at a value spot, per se. As long as he has a 1 KD, and Navi can sweep, and that, I feel like that would be able to get him onto the top lineup. Same with Boomage. I feel like he has higher upside due to he's going to go after he's going to try to get the opening kill a lot, and he does go after it a lot. So I'm totally down with going after him as well. Along with Perfecto, I think these guys, you're gonna have to get 1 to 2 of these guys in your lineup in order to be able to afford the other ones, because I think that's going to be some good value going after some of these lower level Navi players. It's just whether or not which one to go after. Cloud9 side, another team where I think you can get decent value out of some of these guys. Zeppa at $6,200. I'm not too opposed to it. I think that he could be a very similar spot to Perfecto and Flamey and Boomage, where yes, he might not get the extra 5 points for the match sweep bonus, but if they get swept and he has a KD of around 1 or over 1, I think that he could definitely be part of the winning lineup. As long as he can get some opening kills and some a couple clutches, I think that Zeppa could definitely be part of the winning lineup as long as Navi sweeps and he has an over 1 KD. I can't really say that about the other guys. I don't think that they can manage that. For the other guys, it's either they win or it's not going to be an option for me. Alex is just too inconsistent. Esatag is starting the op. Floppy is floppy. He's just inconsistent. And then Mezzi is a GPP play. But he's very, very contrarian. Can be low owned, but not really going to be too interested in that. Final game of the day, you get Furia and T1. No to all T1 players. Next, no, I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, I think that just because we're looking at a slate like this, it's going to be to the point where any of the underdogs, if you want to grab one of these guys that is 6K or under, or Zeppa, or like one of those players from the underdog teams, and throw them in your lineup as a value play and hope they get a 1 KD or slightly over 1 KD and the other team sweeps. You can get some rounds not played bonus. You could possibly get 40, 50, 60 points out of a 6K player. I'm all right with that. On a slate like this, it's going to be very difficult to be able to maneuver around some of these expensive players. And if you want to do that, you're going to have to put some of those. You got to put some of those underdogs in your lineup. I don't know how long my computer froze for, but yeah. And then on the Furia side, Yuri's definitely a good choice, but $8,800 is a real push away. Quesarado, same deal. I want to go after one of these guys, but at the same time, I want to go after Simple, and I want to go after Shiro. Maybe I go Shiro and one of these guys and fade Simple. I don't think that's a good option. I really don't. I think Simple's going to end up being on the main lineup, but it might have to be a risky play that we do. Junior, $7,600. I don't know. I just don't. Yes, he's newer on the team and everything, but yikes. Art is probably going to be my favorite play from Furia. $7,400. Gets a lot of opening kills. Very, very aggressive player. One of the most aggressive players in Counter-Strike. So, he is the most aggressive player in Counter-Strike, so he definitely has the upside. I like going after Art. And then Vinny as well. He could have those games where he goes absolutely freaking berserk and gets like 30 kills on 6 deaths or something, and you're going to need him. Out of all these guys, I like the bottom 3 just because the other 2 are just too expensive. I'd rather go after Simple, rather go after Shira, rather go after Electronic. But honestly, it's going to be a tough slate tomorrow, guys. So if it doesn't go well, it's all right. Hopefully the next day we'll have we'll have one game that's a little bit closer so we can get a little bit better value. But there was no missed prices this time like there was Knock or Almanac or Coldzera or Brokey, or there's no of those plays for this time, and you're just gonna have to you're gonna have some losers on your team, and you're gonna have to be able to be okay with that. So it's gonna definitely be an interesting slate tomorrow, but that's going to do it for the video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys aren't new to the channel, subscribe. All of our socials are in the description below, along with our merch and the channel picks and parlays. I'm going to be on there tonight at 9 p.m. probably after this video gets posted, but if you guys want to check out that as well, link to that will be in the description below. That's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, let's watch some good Counter-Strike. Let's make some money.